Hello, I'm Ski4566. Well, this is my Sunday dinner. I did some dirty rice with beef and fried chicken. And I got me a Powerade, Mountain Berry Blast, and me a cup of ice. I haven't had it was a little spicy. Dirty rice in a while. I like that Tony's. It's alright. I even got the seasoning. The Tony seasoning. Creole seasoning. Real good, but it's a little spice to it. It's Thursday. Yes. Just something small, not that much, Not that much. Instead of going to Popeyes, I decided to do my own. This is called Cajun rice with beef in it, just about the same. That's good. I just took my time and did it, because I was trying to get some beef broth. And I didn't have none of it, so I had to use water. But I wanted to do beef broth in it. Next time I do some, make sure I have my beef broth. Buy me a big one just for, the dirty rice. And they got gumbo. You add your sauces, your beef, your chicken, or whatever. I'm thinking about doing that around the holiday, close to the holidays in November, or at the end of next month, if God's willing. Next month, at the end of October to November, with some cornbread. Since I can't go to Louisiana and get that gumbo and all that, I cook it myself. New Orleans and Louisiana, that's my state right there. I stayed there for a while, I did, and I had to come back to Arkansas. Came back where my family was at. But shit, I could have stayed. If I had my stuff right, I would have stayed. I was just getting prepared. And the relationship that I was in back then, that was back in 2013. It wasn't right, for me, so. You don't be with no man that don't want to be a part of your kid's life, And then they were the guy that I was dating, and since we own it, He was from Honduras. Came to the United States, to better his life, And that's understandable, I highly recommend, if they can come, because, they believe in working. Them are not lazy people at all. The Mexicans, Honduras, all them type of different people, come from their country. They are not lazy people at all. They will work. And it's nothing that I didn't want, he would give it to me. But some of them, in their country, they believe in having more than one woman or wife, I think in their country, they have, 2 or 3 wives, I don't know how the law is in Honduras. But I couldn't deal with that, he didn't want to be a part of my son and daughter's life. He told me, why don't you just let your kids stay with your mother and, just start a new life with me and we have a family. I'm like, okay. I was already at the edge anyway when he was saying, well, how would I feel about somebody from his country, another lady, come stay with us? I was already a little upset about that. I was upset, because I'm like, I thought at first it was family, but find out it was his woman that he wanted, So, I'm not into no stuff like that. And when he told me, let your kids, your son and daughter stay with your mother, I'm like, oh no. It was time for me to come back to Arkansas. I just graduated from college, was about to have a job right at $20 an hour in psychology, dealing with people with their mind, mental health issues and assisting the therapist and stuff like that. I was about to get a good job. I applied for it. I applied for that, dealing with behavior health. And I also applied for CNA as a part-time. I was going to do that once a week, in Morgan City, Louisiana. That's what I was going to do it once a week in CNA. And then just work in my major, full time. And they said, Miss Jones, we're going to start you off. We want you to come in, that Monday morning. I want you to come in at 8 o'clock, and they said, we're going to start you off. How was the rice, Vontae? Okay. And sorry, y'all. And they said, I'm going to start you out at $19.25 an hour. I'm like, okay, because I ain't never in my life made $19, not then, I said, okay, that's a good pay. She said, normally we start lesser, but I'm trying to put you at $19.25. But if we can't do that, can we go to like $18.50? I said, yes, that's fine. $18.50, $19. I mean, that's fine. Whatever you can do, that's fine. I just want to get up in here. I mean, they had me all fixed up, ready to go. All I had to do was sign the paper when I came in, and then they put it back in my file and get ready to train me and do whatever I need to do to assist the doctors, and stuff like that, with therapy. Okay. And then he just got weird, got to talking weird and stuff, and I was, another girl was dating the uncle, What'd he do? What'd he do? Huh? What'd he do? Oh, yeah. So, y'all, I'm so sorry. Hey. Oh, huh. You sleeping. Yeah, her. So, after that, you know, I just couldn't take it no more. He started disrespecting me and everything. Go back in there with your daddy. You want to be like that. Bad boss, baby. Go on back in there with your daddy. And so, he just got to disrespecting me and stuff like that. So I like, okay, I can't deal with that, you know. Let me go on back home. I just come on home. My grandpa told me, Pookie, that's what he used to call me. He said, why don't you just come on home? Just come home, you know. You ain't saying nothing, you know. He said he kind of felt something was wrong, you know, when he was talking to me, you know, 2 or 3 weeks before I decided to come, you know. He said he knew something wasn't right, you know, by the way I sounded, you know, that I wasn't really happy as much as I was when I first got there. And I said, oh, Grandpa, I'm fine. I said, there's nothing to worry about. I said, we all have issues, you know, everything is fine, you know. That's why I just kept it, because I didn't want him in my, you know, business or nothing like that. I didn't never tell my mom, you know. So they done like a video chat. And I had like an iPhone 4 or 5, I think is what it was, way back then. And they were looking at my face, you know, and my eyes was red, you know, because I was crying and stuff like that. Because I really was in love with this man, you know. He was a Honduras, and I fell in love with him and everything. Not just for what he can do for me, just, you know, it was all about him. And wasn't nothing in the world I wouldn't do for him, you know. I cook, clean, wash, whatever he wanted done, you know, I did. So, after that, you know, I told him, I said, I just can't take this no more. I said, I'm going back to Arkansas. And he didn't even try to stop me or nothing, you know, and it even hurt me even more, you know. So, you know, he used my car and filled my tank up, you know. He filled it up, and he put $100 in the seat. And that was the last funds that I got from him. Then he was, you know, contacting me. He was sending me money, you know, for the rest of, a little bit of the rest of, you know, 2013, because I came back November of 13 on Thanksgiving. Right on Thanksgiving Day, you know, I wanted to spend it with him. I was so hurt because I brought groceries like a few days earlier. And I said, well, I'm going to cook this, you know, just do a small meal when me and him and his uncle and his cousins come over. That didn't work, so I took my little groceries, like my canned goods, my cake mixes, and put everything in the back seat. And, it, you know, I had a big-ass luggage. This he wide and huge. You know, I'm going to put it on in my car and left. Came back to Arkansas and never went back. Never went back to him. Now, the woman that he sent down here that came to the United States, she got with somebody else right now. I never paid attention to her page. You know, she came on my page and she inboxed me and apologized to me. She said, I'm sorry for disrespecting you, and I didn't know y'all was together. I'm like to myself, bitch, you know. All the pictures and shit, you knew we was together. You know, so I waited a day or two. I accepted her apology, you know, and find out it just wasn't about her. You know, it wasn't her, you know. It wasn't no need for me to be mad at her. You know what I'm saying? It was his fault, you know. So years come by, you know. He was trying to contact me. He tried to contact me through my best friend. I think he inboxed her or something. I'm not for sure how it went. But he got back in contact with me. And it was on Facebook Messenger. That's what it was. He said, I wish I could see you. You and your homegirl. Y'all come out. I'll pay for everything for y'all to come. I want to see you, you know. I want your friend to bring you down here so I can see you. I said, shit. I said, I'm going to be doing the driving because that motherfucker don't drive. You know. I'd be doing all the driving because she ain't going to drive nowhere. You know. So, I talked to her about it. She said, that would be a nice trip, you know. Let's go down there. And I ain't never been to Louisiana, so I would like to go. That's what she said. I said, okay. And I changed my mind. I said, fuck this. I'm not going back to him. He's trying to bribe me back, you know. So I never did. Right to this day, I don't know what's going on with him. And don't care. The end. Y'all, I'm sorry about my grandbaby hollering like that. He's sleepy. That's what it is. That's all it is. I just think he's sleepy. He haven't had a nap. Yeah, I call him the bad boss baby. Yeah, but that was a done deal, you know. Y'all, I couldn't take myself through that, you know. Doing that anymore, you know. But, you know, life goes on and things happen, you know. Because I could have everything. You talk about buying a house, and he bought him a nice, I seen pictures, you know, on Facebook, you know, years, you know, come through. Bought a nice house and everything, but I didn't want to go through all that. Because I know I was going to go through hell. I was going through a little bit, just a little bit then. I can imagine what I would have been going through all these years if I would have stayed. I really love the Spanish rice somehow. Yeah, but this is my Sunday dinner that I had. And it wasn't much, you know, that I did, you know, for Sunday. I still got the Texas Roadhouse rolls. Y'all, I haven't cooked them yet. You know, and I've been had them since earlier, about 2 or 3 weeks. They've been in the freezer. So my plan, I'm hoping I do them, you know, this week sometime. But I got them slab of ribs in there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use